Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ktechgai and I'm so excited to be back again with another video. So over here on my channel we do Photoshop tutorials to help you become the next level graphic designer that you have always dreamt to be. So today I have an assignment to help you with step by step how I created this popular TV station logo, TV3. There's no special reason for this video though, but I figured I would share how I was able to do it because ever since I was little, I wondered how these logos are made. Until I started learning graphic designing, and again I want to tell you that you don't have to start out big. I mean, everything big started out small. So as a beginner, you have to try and you have to try out every little graphic design project that you lay your eyes on, okay? Because when you are able to accomplish that, it gives you a sense of fulfillment, and it gives you a satisfaction and a feeling that yes, you can do it and you can go on, and one day you can do the big things that you have always dreamed to be. I mean, practice makes man perfect. There's nothing big that starts out big. Every big thing started out small. Okay, so I am doing this video to help encourage anybody that is beginning or starting out as a graphic designer. And the key is that always start from the easy to the difficult and the complex. Every little graphic design project that you lay your eyes on, do not take it for granted. Start out from there. Okay, so without much ado, let's get right into how to make that logo right now. So launch your Photoshop like this. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. This is our assignment for today, containing the Ghana flag, containing the colors of the Ghana flag: red, yellow and green, and the name of the TV station, TV3. So the disclaimer is that this video is only for educational purposes. Okay, I have nothing to do with the TV station, the media house or anything. But I'm a fan of that TV station. I watch it a lot, and they have some exciting shows and programs each day, every day. So let's get right into how we can do this, and you two can do this too. So let's delete all of this. Okay, and that too, exactly. Okay, all right, you don't really need this. Okay, these are my stuff. Okay, so the key is that we are going to need the ellipse tool, I mean the circle tool. So head over to your tools panel. Okay, you know you can stack this anywhere. So for some of you, your tools panel may be to your right or anywhere you currently have it. Okay, so wherever you have it, just go to the rectangle tool, right click to reveal the rest of the tools, and pick the ellipse tool. Pick the ellipse tool and go over to the canvas and begin to drag out to draw the circle. And for you to have a perfect circle, you have to hold down the shift key. Okay, so the shift key, and drag it out to get a perfect square. Sorry, a perfect shape. Okay, and that works with every other shape. So while you are dragging out and drawing there's a hovering window that tells us the value of the width, that is the W, and the value of the height. Okay, so you realize that with each dragging out that I do, scaling up that I do, the values crank up and they are the same. Okay, so if you are satisfied with what you have, then you let go of the shift key as well as your left click. Okay, so now that you are here, you want to align this to the middle. Okay, and what you need to do is you have this shape, okay, as against the canvas, which is blue. So what you are going to do is you are going to align the circle to the rectangular canvas. Okay, so of course you cannot align the bigger to the smaller shape. We are aligning the smaller shape, which is the ellipse tool that we just drawn out, to the middle and the center of the canvas. So what do we need to do? We need to select the ellipse layer like this, and go to select and hit select all. Okay, and once you do that, this comes up. This is the alignment icons. So this will align the circle horizontally to the center, and that will align vertically. Okay, you realize that there was a subtle move. You almost didn't see it move because it was already almost aligned to the middle. That's why we didn't see it. Okay, so we have to deselect now. So go to select again and hit deselect. Okay, now we have this sitting in the middle, and the key is that we are going to slice this into two. So our ruler should help us. If you do not have the ruler here, okay, what you need to do is hit Control R. So because I had it visible, the Control R will hide it, and I can bring it back by hitting the same keys, Control R. Okay, and once you have them, you can drag out vertically or horizontally. But how about you want to set the guide right in the center of it? I mean, the values change on the hovering icon. Okay, and that can take a bit while for you to get it right in the middle. So in order for you to get it in a simple way, go to View, choose New Guide, and we want to align it horizontally. So choose horizontal and enter the values for yourself. 50%. So 50% with orientation horizontal will set the smart guide to the middle horizontally. So click OK, and that's what you have. And we said we are going to slice this up. Okay, chop it into two. So we select this tool, the selection tool, rectangular marquee tool. All right. Okay. So let's select from underneath like this. Okay, and we are going to apply the layer mask. What layer mask actually does is that, think of a mask. When a mask is put on the face is hidden. It's more like a blindfold. When you are blindfolded, you don't see anything. So when a layer mask is applied to a shape, part of the shape that is applied to is hidden, and it takes black and white magic to reveal it or to cause it to stay hidden. And every time you apply it like this, all right, so this is what has happened. Now we see the thumbnail for the mask layer, and the upper part is black and the beneath is white. The white is what is revealing now. That's why we can see our circle as a semicircle, and the black is hiding the upper part of our circle. Okay, and if we want to get it back, we go and choose brush, stay on the thumbnail layer, on the layer mask thumb layer, and I will begin to make sure that it's against the foreground layer white. Okay, so maybe it is black here, then we are going to need the foreground to be white, and choose our brush and begin. So we'll switch this up and begin to brush over to reveal the part that is hidden. Okay, but that's not what we do now. So undo till we have what we want. Alright, now we can duplicate this. So duplicate, Control J to duplicate it, or we could have been on the layer panel, on the layer, what is it called, on the layer. Okay, so on your layer, and right click to bring up the menu, and we would have chosen the duplicate. Alright, okay, so now we have the two, and because we duplicated the one with the upper part hidden, and we duplicated, that's why we cannot see. So the key is that we have to inverse the shape so that we can see the upper two. So we need to get into what we call the transform mode. So go to edit, go to transform, free transform path. Okay, so the shortcut is Control T. Good. And once you get into that mode, this is what you see. You see the check mark and this sign, cancel. Okay, so you stand anywhere on the shape, right click and go for flip vertical. Flip vertical. Okay, that's not what we want. Let's flip horizontal. Let's see that. No. Flip 180. No. Clockwise. No. So what are we going to do? Okay, so the angle here is 90. So let's go for negative 90. No. We didn't get what we have. So you can rotate. You can as well rotate. Good. Okay. So you realize that the values here are changing, and this gives me a clue that we actually want the angle 180. Alright. Okay, so 180, and we commit. So now you see the difference between these two semicircles. This once we turn off the eye icon for this layer, this is what is now showing. The top part is hidden. Okay, that's where we chopped off. And if we turn this off and turn this on, the black tells us that the under part is hidden and the upper part is showing, and that's exactly what we have here. So we select both. It looks like we have a stroke of okay, so of 1%. We don't need that. Okay, so 0. Now there we have it. So with our shape, we need another more circle. Okay, so we Control J to duplicate that, but for the third circle we do not really need the layer mask applied to it, so we will delete it. Let's change the colors, make it red, no, my bad, yellow. Okay, for it to stand out. And let's scale it down. So hold any part, hold the corners like this, and while you drag out, hold down the Alt key, okay, for it to be perfect. Okay, so that's what we have now. Now we can hide this guy, the yellow, and the magic is that we are going to shift either of the semicircles, either to the left or to the right, to get the shape of the logo right. So let's shift to the top, to the right, my bad. Oh, you could just grab it and shift it to the right, but I was using the arrow keys, the forward arrow keys. Okay, so I think I'm satisfied with this one, and let's review the yellow, the middle part of it. Okay, but this does not give us the shape that we want. Okay, what we really need is that now the upper part of the circle is shifted to the right, okay, but at the end of the day we will need the yellow to be set in the middle of the two. That means that we have to make the upper part and the under part to be one, okay, so that it's almost as if it is a regular shape, and then we will set the yellow at the center or in the middle of it. So in order for us to be able to do that, we have to select both circles, and we'll make them into one by grouping them, okay. So Control G, or with both layers selected, drag them all the way to this folder to group them. Alright, okay, so now that they are grouped, it's as if they are one. And now we can go ahead and align the yellow to the middle of the shape. Okay, and with both of them selected, we'll hit the move tool to reveal the alignment. So we'll first choose here horizontally and then vertically to set it in the middle of it. So there we have it. Alright, okay, now the key is that the yellow is not just sitting in the shape, okay. It has a little ahead of the yellow chopped off or empty, okay. So how can we do that? So let's scale this up just a little bit like this, okay, and then we'll hold down our control key and go for this, target this little rectangular shape here in the thumbnail of the circle, okay. You realize that when you go away from there, you do not see the marching ant, okay. So that is a selection icon. When you go over here, you see a selection icon, the hand and a selection icon or a marching ant comes around it. So go ahead and click that, and that makes a selection of our circle, and that works for every other shape. So if we had a rectangle or a polygon or any other shape, and we would have gone for this this little rectangle and clicked it, I would have selected that exact shape for us, okay. So what we need to do is that we are going to hide this now, and we still have the selection. We get the picture. All right, now the key is that we have selected that shape on the group, and we actually want this selected portion of the group to be chopped or to be empty, okay. And that will need us to go to the layer mask and apply it, okay. So let's see what happens here. Good. When we apply, you realize that it gives us the shape of the selection that we made, okay. So if you think about it for a minute and you register that in your mind, it's a technique that you can use to select particular shapes out of other shapes. But that's not what we want today. We actually want this circle that we see right now to be invisible, I mean to be empty. So let's undo that, and I will choose the inverse of it, okay, the reverse of it. So inverse, and then hit the layer mask, good, to create the empty middle part of our group, I mean the semicircles that we created, okay. Now we can comfortably go back to our top layer and turn on the eye icon to bring the shape. But because the selection was made around this shape, it has the same size as the empty space that we created, okay. So in order for it to reveal, we have to crank this shape down, okay. So hold any of the corners while you are dragging out, hold the Alt key to give us a perfect one, so like this. So if you are satisfied with what you have, and then commit the change, and so from our logo, the the top semicircle is supposed to be yellow. And once it's a shape, you can always go to the thumbnail right here, double click to bring up the color picker, and we can choose the color we want. So in our case, we are going for red. We'll do the same for this, the under part or the semicircle beneath. So go ahead and double click that, bring up a color picker and choose green. Okay, so you can experiment by tapping anywhere on the green that you see, or bring this down. If you are satisfied with what you have, hit OK. So red, gold, green, and let's grab the horizontal type tool. Go ahead and type TV3. Okay, that's exactly what we want. So go to comment, change it, select, and you can crank it down, set it over here, and commit the change again. So these are the steps that I followed, the procedures that I went through to make this popular TV3 logo. And if this was helpful, this video was helpful to you, I highly recommend that you like, you share, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel and check out my other videos. And be sure to come again to learn a thing or two. And I wish you luck on your journey to becoming the next hot graphic designer that you have always dreamed to be. My name is Ktechgai, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.